Okay, so here we go. Video. Okay. Every day, new technology challenges. So, okay, so hopefully everyone can see me. You can also tune in on the Facebook Live that is streaming right now. So, with that said, we'll all get started on our mats. Just take a comfortable seated position. You can place your hands on your thighs and just get rooted down into your seat. As we all know, there's some challenges going on right now. But with that, just know that you can always come back to your mat and move your body and be thankful that you're still able to do so. That is one of the main reasons why I really love yoga. There's so much variety. There's modifications that you can take. Speaking of modifications, I had an incident with a 10-pound weight 2 nights ago and stubbed my toe. I don't think it's broken, but good news is I can still do most of yoga poses. So like I said, yoga is something that is really available and accessible, whatever, physical conditions that you're in. And it's really nice to have that is something you can return to. So with that, we'll take 2 cleansing breaths in through the nose and open mouth. Breathe in through your nose and open mouth. Let the air go. Feel free to blink your eyes open. We'll go to those side stretches. So take the right arm down to the mat. Inhale your left arm up and over towards the right. Feeling a nice side body stretch in that left side. Continue to breathe. Keeping the right arm bent, inhale the left arm up and over to the left side, hovering that left hand above your mat, about 1 foot to 6 inches or so, just so you start to feel a release in that left side neck and a little deeper of a stretch right there. Continue to breathe through that side of the neck. Use your right hand to lift your head up to center. And we'll take this on the other side. Taking your left hand down to the left side of your mat, bending into the arm as you inhale the right arm up and over to the left. Roll the right shoulder down away from your ear as you re-bend into the side. Stay for a breath here. And on your next breath, inhale that right arm up and out, over to the right. Feel a deeper stretch in the right side of the neck. Using your left hand, lift your head back to center, and we'll come forward onto all fours. Okay, good. My toe doesn't look too black in the camera. Take your feet under your shoulders, your hips over your knees, and we'll start to flow through a few rounds of cat-cow. So drop your belly, lift your gaze for cow pose, look up, and round your spine, let your head hang heavy for cat. Inhale for cow, lift your gaze, and exhale, round your spine for cat. You feel that curve in the spine as you let your head hang towards the mat. Let's flow through a few more rounds of cat-cow, Dropping your belly, lifting your gaze for cow pose, and rounding your spine on your exhale for cat. Continue at your own pace, just moving your spine front and back. And if you'd like to, even take your hips from side to side. That feels good. And even rounding through the spine in one direction and taking it the other way. Return to a neutral tabletop, flattening out your back. Keep your left hand planted as you inhale your right arm high. And then thread that right arm under the left as you bring the right side of your forehead to the mat. Pull in your core to deepen your twist. As your hips remain over your shoulders, press into the mat with your left hand to deepen the twist. Continue to breathe. If you'd like to take this a little bit further, inhale that left arm high. Take the left arm around the lower back as you open through the left shoulder, feeling the stretch in the right shoulder as well. We'll take a breath here. Reach the left arm high. Take the left hand down to the mat as you press into the mat to lift yourself up. Reach the right arm high and take the right hand down to the mat. Let's take this over on the other side. Inhale your left arm high and thread the needle, taking that left arm under the right. Left head comes to the ground. You can use that right hand to press yourself open towards the right, twisting deeper into the waist and the spine. You can stay right here or lift the right arm high and take that right arm around your back and open up through the right shoulder. Breathe in and breathe out. Inhale the right arm high and take the right hand down to the mat as you press into the mat to lift yourself up. Lift that left arm high and take the left hand down to the mat. From here, we're going to tuck our toes gently and lift our hips high and back into down dog. Pedal out your feet from left and right, dropping one heel and then the next down towards your mat. Roll your shoulders away from your ears as you rotate your armpits towards one another, engaging the biceps. If you notice rounding in your back, bend your knees, lift your hips, and then straighten your legs to straighten out your spine. Enjoy a few more breaths in our down dog, and we'll begin to move on. Breathe in and breathe out. One more breath in. And on your breath out, let your heels sink down 1 inch closer towards the mat. Inhale, look forward, bend your knees and step or float to the top of the mat for ragdoll. Feet coming behind your wrists. Take a nice bend in your knees as you let your head hang heavy towards the floor, releasing any tension or tightness that you're holding on to in your neck and shoulders. Maybe you take each elbow in your hands and let yourself fall towards the earth. You take a sway from side to side, opening up the lower and side body back. You feel your weight is in your heels. Take the weight a little bit towards the top of the foot, into the ball of the foot. Maybe wiggle the toes to release any gripping, and then place them down back on the mat. Release your hands down to the mat, bend into your left leg, keep the left hand planted as we open up and twist to the right, bringing the right arm high. Take a breath here. Release the right hand down to the mat, bending into the right leg. Inhale the left arm high and twist to the left. Let's take that twice more on each side. Take the left hand down, bend into that left leg as you inhale the right arm high. Take that right hand down, bend into the left leg as you inhale the left arm up. Once more, take the left hand down and we'll twist to the right, lifting through the right fingertips. Release the right hand down to the mat. We'll take it once more to the left and lower both hands down to the mat. Keeping your head heavy, let your head relax as you roll to a stand, one vertebrae at a time. Head coming up last. As you shrug your shoulders into your ears, squeeze them back behind you and down. Let's do that twice more. Shoulders up into your ears, back and down. Shoulders up, squeeze them back, lower them down, and keep them right there. We'll take our hands to heart center. You can place yourself at the center of your mat. Feel free to close your eyes and take a moment to acknowledge an intention if you'd like to for your practice today. What is your mat calling to you? What would you like to receive and take with you when you step off of your mat today? Let's take one community breath together. Breathe in through your nose. In open mouth, let it out. Blink your eyes open. Sweep your arms down by your side. Inhale, mountain pose, arms reach high. Exhale, slight back bend, cactus the arms, lift the heart. Inhale, arms high. Exhale, fold forward, hinging at the waist. Hands can come through heart center as you fold down. Inhale, lift halfway, take your hands to your shins, flatten out your spine, and exhale to fold. Once more, take the hands to the shins, flatten out the back. Exhale to fold, plant your hands, step your right foot back in a low lunge. Drop down onto your right knee, untuck your toes, press down into your left foot to inhale your arms high, Anjaneyasana. You can walk the left foot towards the top edge of your mat to sink a little bit deeper into that left hip. Squeezing the legs together, take a hold of the right wrist and reach it up and over to the left side of your mat. Feeling a nice side body stretch in the right side. Keeping the legs engaged to support your balance, and breathe. Inhale to center. Release your hands down to the mat. Tuck your right toes under. Come on off of that right knee. Keeping your right hand planted, inhale your left arm high for a twist. You can stay in the twist. If you'd like to move on to side plank, roll onto the outer edge of the right foot. As you ground down through the right hand, take the left foot to meet the right in a side plank. Always the option to come down to a supported side plank, taking that right knee to the ground and flattening out the left foot to your mat. If you find yourself wobbly, really engage that left leg and it'll keep you balanced in your side plank. Wherever you're at, we'll all return to our side plank, taking that left hand down to the mat in your plank pose. We'll take a breath here. And then lift your hips up and back in your down dog. Pedal up your feet left and right. Enjoy a few breaths in your down dog. On your next inhale, look forward, bend your knees, step or float to the top of the mat in your forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway, flatten out your spine. Exhale to fold. Inhale, rise to stand, mountain pose. Exhale, cactus the arms for a gentle back bend as you lift your heart. Inhale, arms to center and fold forward on your breath out. Inhale, lift halfway, flatten your spine. Exhale, plant your hands, step your left foot back in a low lunge. Drop down onto your left knee as you untuck your toes. Press down with the right foot as you lift, Anjaneyasana. Walk the right foot towards the top edge of your mat to deepen into the hip stretch and breathe. Keeping your legs engaged, take that left arm and reach it up and over to the right. Squeezing the inner thighs together to keep your balance as you stretch through the left side body. Inhale to center, release your hands down to the mat. Tuck the left toes under as you keep the left hand planted. Inhale the right arm high. Reach through the right fingertips as you twist at the waist. If you took so on the other side and you would like to here, roll onto the outer edge of your left foot and take that right foot to meet the left for a side plank. Press down through the left hand as you reach through the right arm. Hips arching towards the sky. If you'd like to take that supported side plank, take that left knee down to the mat and flatten out your right foot for support. Continue to breathe. Wherever you're at, we'll all return to our side plank. Drop the right hand down to the mat into a two-armed plank pose, and then lift your hips up and back, down dog. Take a breath in and a breath out. Inhale the right leg high, bend the right leg, open up the hips, stacking the right hip on top of the left. Move that right knee around, giving just movement in the hip. You can take those circles the other way. We'll straighten out our right foot and place the right foot back on the mat. Let's take this on the left side. Inhale the left leg high, bend into the knee, open up the hip, stacking the left hip on top of the right. Maybe take those circles if that felt good. Straighten out the left leg and return the left foot to meet the right. Take one more big breath in your down dog. We'll start to flow. Inhale your right leg high. Exhale, step through low lunge. We're going to come on up to warrior one, so take that left foot over to the left. As you drop the left heel down, press down into your feet to rise, warrior one. Remember, warrior one is a closed hip position, so your hips are closed off to the front of your mat. Lift through the fingertips as you sink down into the right foot and breathe. Sweep your hands behind your back. Take a hold of each hand as you squeeze your shoulder blades back together. Inhale, lift your heart, and exhale, fold forward, humble warrior. You can rest your chest on your right thigh or take it to the inside of the thigh to deepen the fold. Squeezing your hands together, lift them up toward the sky and then over towards your head to deepen the shoulder stretch. Continue to breathe, relaxing your neck. Use your hands to pull yourself up to stand. Sweep the arms up overhead in warrior one. Take the hands down to the mat on the inside of the right foot. Take the right foot back to meet the left. and either flow through a chaturanga or stay in your plank for an extra breath, and then we'll all meet back in a down dog. Breathe in and breathe out. We'll take this on the other side. Inhale the left leg high. Exhale, step through, low lunge. Take that right foot over to the right edge of your mat as you drop the right heel down, pressing into the left foot as you rise, warrior one. You can use the left hand to shoot the left hip back and the right hip forward to position yourself in warrior one. Breathe in and breathe out. Take your hands behind your back, clasp them together, squeeze your shoulder blades towards one another as you inhale your heart up to the sky and exhale, fold forward and down, humble warrior. If you notice any tension or tightness in your neck, relax it here. Let the crown of your head fall towards your mat and use your legs to stabilize yourself in this pose. Squeeze the hands together, lift them up towards the sky as you then bring them towards your head for an additional shoulder opening. Using your hands, inhale yourself up to stand. Release the grip, arms float high, warrior one. And hands come down to the mat as we step the left foot to meet the right in our plank pose and flow through chaturanga. Always an option to shift forward, drop down onto the knees, lower the arms halfway. Inhale, upward facing dog, and exhale as you tuck your toes, down dog. Take a breath here. And we'll move on. Inhale your right leg high. Exhale, step through, low lunge. We're going to come back up to warrior one, dropping that left heel down. Inhale to rise, arms over your head. Take the hands once more behind your back. Squeeze the shoulder blades together as you breathe in. And as you breathe out, fold forward. We're going to stay here just for one breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale to rise, arms sweep high. Straighten the right leg as you reach forward and down, triangle pose. Keeping the hips square to the front, imagine you're bringing that right hip towards the back of your space to lengthen through the back of the right leg. If you find the right hip shifting forward, just take your right hand into the right hip crease and manually shift it back. Let your head hang heavy towards the floor and enjoy a few moments in this stretch. Bend into the right knee. As we rise, returning to warrior one, we're going to shift the right foot over to the left and open up to warrior two from here. So warrior two is an open hip stretch. Now your hips are open to the long side of your mat as you bend into that right knee. Press into the outer edge of the right foot and sink down into that right knee. Continue to breathe. Inhale the right arm up and back, reverse your warrior, stretching down and lengthening through the right side of your body, keeping that bend in the right knee. Inhale to rise, moving on to extended side angle, right elbow connects to the right thigh as your left arm reaches high. If you find your chest collapsing towards the front of your body, open up your heart towards the sky, twisting through the waistline. Let's reverse our warrior. Inhale the right arm up and back. And then windmill your hands down to the mat, taking the right foot to meet the left in your plank pose. And then flow through chaturanga. Shifting shoulders over the wrists. You can lower down to the knees as you tuck the elbows in. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog. Breathe in and breathe out. Inhale the left leg high. Exhale, step through low lunge. Shift that right foot over as you drop the right heel down, returning to our warrior one, arms sweep high, so you sink into that left knee. Take the hands behind your back, clasp your hands, squeeze your shoulder blades together as you inhale your heart to the sky, exhale, fold forward. We're gonna stay here just for a breath. So we inhale to rise, release the hands, inhale, arms high, straighten that left leg as we fold forward and down for triangle pose. Same maneuver on this side. If that left hip is coming forward, just take the left hand and shift that hip back manually to lengthen through the back of the left leg. Wherever you're at, relax your head down towards the mat. Bend into the left knee, return to warrior one, arms float high. We're gonna shift that left foot over towards the right, in line with the right foot as we open up warrior two. Arms float out long. Hips are now faced towards the long edge of your mat as you sink into that left knee. Take a breath here. Keeping the legs right where they're at, inhale the left arm up and back for reverse warrior, lengthening out through the left side body. Breathe into the stretch. Inhale, return to warrior two, and exhale, extended side angle. Bring that left forearm to the left thigh as you inhale the right arm high. Roll the right shoulder down towards your waistline. Open up through the heart. Engage the right arm as you reach towards the sky and breathe. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Left arm reaches up and back. And exhale, windmill your hands down to the mat. Step the left foot back to meet the right and flow through chaturanga or hold your plank for an extra breath. We'll all meet back and down dog. And take a breath here. We'll flow through that once more. One breath to movement, moving a little bit faster pace. Inhale the right leg high. Exhale, step through low lunge. Drop the left heel down as you rise, warrior one. Arms sweep down and back. Clasp the hands, squeeze the shoulders. Inhale to lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale to rise, warrior one, arms sweep high. Exhale, open up, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior, right arm reaches up and back. Exhale, extended side angle, right arm to the right leg, left arm high. Inhale, reverse your warrior, legs stay where they're at. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step back to your plank pose and flow through your vinyasa. Lowering halfway. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, down dog. Inhale your left leg high. Exhale, step through low lunge. Come on up to warrior one, arms sweep high. Exhale, hands behind your back, take a hold of each one. Squeeze the shoulders behind you as you inhale and fold forward as you exhale. Inhale to rise, release the hands, arms sweep high. Exhale, open up, warrior two. Keep the legs where they're at as you inhale, reverse your warrior. Left arm reaches up and back. Exhale, extended side angle. Right arm reaches overhead. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Left arm reaches up and back. Exhale, the hands to the mat. Step the left foot back to meet the right and flow through your vinyasa. Lowering halfway down, elbows tuck in. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, down dog. The breath here. Inhale the right leg high. Exhale, step through low lunge. This time we're going to come right up to warrior two. So drop that left heel down and windmill the arms open to your warrior two. We're going to straighten the right leg as we shift forward with the right arm and down for triangle pose. Left arm reaches high. Keeping a slight bend in the right knee. Shifting the hips towards the back of your mat. Engaging your core. And breathe. Using the left hand, lift yourself up. We're going to take the right toes in parallel with the left and do a wide-legged forward fold. You can take your hands and clasp them behind your back. That feels good on your shoulders. Squeezing the shoulders together as you inhale through your heart and exhale, fold forward and down. Letting your head hang heavy towards the floor. If this feels good, stay here. If you want more opening in the shoulders, squeeze your hands together as you lift your palms towards the sky and take them towards the crown of your head. If this is too much, you always have the option to bring your hands down to the mat and enjoy the stretch. Wherever you're at, take your hands down to the mat and straighten your arms, keeping your left hand planted and also keeping a slight bend in your knees. Inhale the right arm high and we'll take a twist. This feels good, stay right here. If you want a little bit more, start to take your chest towards your right shin. Feel a little bit more in the back of your legs. It's a very minor move with a lot of effect. Return to center. Let's drop the right hand down and lift that left arm high. Again, you can stay right here, or if you want to take it a little bit deeper, take your chest towards the left shin. Get a little bit more stretch in the back of that left leg. Return to center. Let the left hand return to the ground, bending slightly into your legs. Take your hands to your hips. With a flat back, return to a stand. Arms reach high, star pose. And we'll open up warrior two to the front of our mat. Inhale, reverse your warrior. And exhale, windmill the hands down to the mat. Step the right foot to meet the left and flow through chaturanga. Lowering halfway down, elbows tuck in. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog. Breathe in and breathe out. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, step through low lunge. Drop the right heel down as we open up warrior two to the side of the mat. We're going to straighten that left leg as we shift our hips back. Reach forward with the left arm and down for triangle pose. Inhale the right arm high. Pull in the core to engage the pose. And breathe. next breath in, rise to warrior two. Straighten that left leg once more as we take the left toes inwards. This time we're actually going to take our knees or our heels inwards to bring our hands to heart center, and we sit down in a Shiva squat. What a funny name. It's pretty much a wide-legged sit. Shoulders over your hips. We'll take this for one more breath. Inhale to rise, star pose, arms reach out and up. Exhale, return to warrior two to the front of your mat. Inhale, reverse your warrior, left arm up and back. Exhale, windmill your hands down to the mat. Step the left foot to meet the right as you flow through chaturanga. Lowering halfway. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, down dog. City living. Sounds. On your next breath in, look forward, bend your knees, step or float to the top of the mat for a forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Keeping your head heavy, slowly rise to a stand, one vertebrae at a time. Head coming up last, roll the shoulders back and down. We're going to do a hip opener. You can also take this on the floor. It's figure four. We're going to do it standing to get an extra balanced posture in here. So sit back into your seat as if you're in chair pose. Ground down into the left foot as you lift the right foot and place the right ankle on your left knee. So we're opening up through the hip as you tilt your tailbone back, stretch into the right side. You can hold on to the wall during this. Again, you can also take it on your back. You can take your hands to heart center. If you want to start to fold, you can rest your hands on your right shin and connect your body to one another. We'll hold this for 2 more breaths. Start to return to a stand. And we'll take the right foot down. We'll take it over on the other side. So ground down through that right foot as you inhale. Actually, start back into our chair. So sit back into your chair pose. Keep that right foot planted as you inhale the left ankle over the right thigh into our figure four. Always the option to take this down on your back. Keeping that left foot flexed. You take your hands to heart center, keeping your shoulders down, away from your ears. If you fall out, hop right back in. Sink down. Sorry about that. Take your hands to your shins if that feels good. Return to a stand. Your left foot to meet the right. We'll take our arms up once more. Fold forward, hinging at the waist. Inhale to lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, come down onto the mat. If you've got a few more minutes, we'll do a few twists to conclude our practice today. So fold the back of the legs as you roll down onto your back. Lengthen your left leg out. So you take the right knee into the chest. If you want more of a stretch in that right side, take the right knee towards your right shoulder onto the right side of your rib cage. A little bit more room there to get deeper into that hip. Breathe in. And on your exhale, take the right knee over to the left for a supine twist. Inhale the right arm high up overhead, or take it out to the right side, and then opening in the right shoulder. And breathe. The right knee back to center. We'll switch out the legs, bringing that left knee in, lengthen out the right leg long. Take a gentle squeeze of the left knee. If you did so on the other side, take that left knee down towards the left shoulder. Get a little bit more space into the left side of the ribs. Take a breath in, and on your breath out, take the left knee over to the right. You might feel or hear a crack or two. Reach that left arm up overhead, out to the left, and enjoy a few breaths here. Bring that left knee back to center. Take a hold of both knees. Squeeze them in as tight as you can. Maybe even bring your head up into a tiny little ball. Everything in. And on your exhale, lengthen everything out. Moving on to our final resting pose, Shavasana. Let your feet flop out to the sides. Let your hands rest on the floor. Feel your shoulder blades, your sits bones, your heels, your knuckles, all connected to the ground beneath you. Feel the support that's been given to your body. Not only by the ground beneath you, but by the time that you gave yourself today. Melt down and relax. Feel free to hang out in your resting pose for a bit longer. If you'd like to be guided on towards the rest of your day, start to invite movement in your fingers and your toes. Rock your head from side to side, slowly reawakening your body. Take your arms up overhead, lengthen out through your fingertips all the way down towards your toes. So you take a full body stretch. Take a big breath. Gently pull your knees into your chest. Roll over onto your side, resting your head onto your forearm. Use your hands to press yourself up into a seated pose at the top of your mat. You can keep your eyes closed if you'd like. You can take your hands to heart center if that feels right for you. Just wanted to thank you all for joining today. It's been a pleasure to connect with family, friends, and people around the country. Lift your hands to third eye, seat of enlightenment and gratitude as we bow forward. Namaste.
Thank you, Andrea.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks everyone for joining. Hopefully.
It was great.
Good. Well, we'll be back on Friday.
It's a great de-stressor.
Good. That's what it's for.
Thanks, Ann.
You're welcome. You guys all have a great day.
Thank you. You too.
Bye.
Thank you. I'll
Yeah.
come back.
You bet. Thanks, Sean, for joining.